These are our classic range of spray gun cleaners, the UGC5005A and the UGC4005. Let's take a look how to set these systems up before we start and learn how to operate. We'll find a suitable position for the machine, strong, stable surface. We must make sure it's positioned in an area that we can allow the fume extraction to be extracted to atmosphere. Once we've found the suitable position, we'll align the machine up. We will take the fume extraction and add suitable fume extraction ducting, such as this spiral ducting here. This would continue to be connected up to atmosphere so that any fume extraction for the solvent side can be vented away from the operator. If you find the machine is unstable at all, there are 4 adjustable feet so that you can level it out on an uneven surface. Adjust that by using a spanner down at the bottom here to adjust the feet to level the machine out for you. Let's take a look how we set up the drums underneath the machine. Underneath the machine, you'll find space for 4 containers. 2 20-25 litre containers and 2 5 litres for rinsing. You would take a 25 litre drum of clean solvent and position this underneath the side here. You can then decant 5 litres of this clean solvent into the clean solvent drum, giving you clean solvent for rinsing. On the same solvent-based machine, underneath here we'll find one large convoluted hose, which is your drain hose, and then a suction hose with a filter on the end here, which is your suction for your pump. This mesh filter is designed to protect your pump from any dirt and debris. This filter must remain intact as it is found here. Every time you change the drum, wash this filter down if it is damaged, or if it is crushed, for example, or removed, it will allow debris into the pump, causing damage. Please ensure that the filter always remains in clean condition and intact. Position the filter in the large drum of cleaning solvent, and then your waste drum will be in the same drum as that suction pipe. Position the drum underneath the machine, tucked into the left hand side. For the rinse, take a 5 litre container and insert the thin black nylon hose into that rinse container. This must be a clean container and clean solvent only. If you're using metal drums, at the back of the machine you will find earthing clips, earthing wires. Clip these to the top of your metal drums on the solvent side only. On the water-based side, we will repeat the process for the water-based fluid. You will find 2 grey hoses, or they could be white hoses. This is to signify the water side on the right hand side of the machine. 1 thick hose, convoluted hose, is your drain hose. Again, position the suction hose into the drum, followed by your drain hose, and position that into the back right hand side of the machine. We'll then take the clean rinse hose into a clean container with clean water and position that in the middle of the machine here. Always use a clean container for the rinsing and clean fluid. Both the clean rinse systems work on a Venturi system and don't have any filters on the end of the pipe, so any dirt may cause a blockage in the system. Always make sure it's a clean container and clean fluid. For the UGC4005, you would simply set up that with 1 container for your solvent, recirculated wash, and 1 container for your rinse. There was only need for 2 containers underneath that machine. Once that's all set up, we can take the door and put this back on. So the air connection is on the right hand side of the machine, and we would simply connect the air supply to here. We run the pressure at 75 to 100 psi, or roughly 6 to 7 bar. We do recommend that these systems are fitted with a dirt and water trap if your airline isn't already protected inside a mixing room, for example. This way it protects the machine from any moisture in your airline or any dirt in the airline that may ingress into the pumps or any other system on the machine. And to finalise the setup of the machine, there is an earth wire on the back of the machine that needs to be connected to ground. We are now ready to look at how to operate the system. Both the UGC5005A and the UGC4005 operate in the same manner. So we'll run through the 5005A to see how to operate both systems. Simply, the difference between the two machines is we have double the controls on this system for 2 tanks, whereas we have a single set of controls on the single tank system here. Inside your machine, you will receive a bag of nozzle adapters and trigger clips. When you first set up the machine, you'll take aluminium extension nozzle and fit this with the large tapered nozzle if you're washing with gravity fed spray guns, or you would fit the thin tapered nozzle if you are using suction fed spray guns. We position the extension nozzle over one of the tapered nozzles inside the tank. For gravity fed systems, we use the larger tapered nozzle. We can then position this on a tapered nozzle inside the tank, here or here. Your spray gun, attach the trigger clip, remove the air cap, position the spray gun upside down, pointing the nozzle into the corner of the machine. You can then put the air cap over another jet like this to be washed. For protection of the air side of your spray gun, you can use a blanking plug to block up the air side, preventing any liquid ingress into the air side of the spray gun. If you're using traditional cups, you can position your cups over the corner of the jets here and a lid here, for example. Once everything is in position, we would close the lid, turn the mode valve to automatic and switch the timer on. If you're wishing to wash more than one spray gun at a time, you can also position suction fed spray guns inside the tank and also another gravity fed spray gun. You may just need to move things around a little bit to get everything to fit in. For example, take the air cap, we can position this underneath the jets for the cup, put the cup back over the air cap, put the paint cup lid over here. This leaves this area for cleaning a second spray gun. For a suction fed spray gun, we would use the thin tapered nozzle, position this on the other tapered nozzle free inside the tank. So to position the suction fed spray gun, we'll attach the trigger clip, like so, remove the air cap, position the gun on the tapered nozzle in the corner, pointing that into the corner of the tank, putting in the jet over this here, taking a second cup and mounting this over the top here. Once complete, you can wash 2 guns, 2 cups per automatic wash cycle. Closing the lid, and for demonstration purposes, we're going to run the automatic wash and show you with 2 gravity fed spray guns. So that's how the automatic wash works on the UGC5005A and UGC4005 classic spray gun cleaner. So let's take a look at the manual washing features on the UGC5005A and the UGC4005. First is the flow through brush. We would turn the mode valve to manual. We would then turn the brush wash on. Fluid would come out of the brush. We can use that to clean the outside of the spray gun. Run fluid through inside the brush. We can also use the tap at the back to pump fluid through the inside of the spray gun. Once you've finished, tuck the brush up out of the way and switch the brush wash off. Other features would include the clean rinse system. We'll do this by turning the clean rinse on. Clean solvent or clean water-based fluid would run out the back of the machine. You can then use this to rinse through the inside of the spray gun or over the outside. Once you've finished with the clean rinse, you can switch the clean rinse off here, or the system is then switched off. We are using water for demonstration purposes. If you're using other fluids such as traditional solvents or water-based detergents, please check the safety data sheet for the recommended PPE you should be wearing. Once you've finished using all the washing features, you can use the air blow gun on the side to dry the spray gun over the outside and through the inside. If using the UGC5005A, this is an alternative way that you could set up the water-based side on your spray gun cleaner. And what's supplied with the machine is a starter pack of the UGC5005 chemical and water filtration kit. So what's supplied with the kit is a mixing paddle, a 20-litre bucket, stainless steel filter basket, 5 filter bags, 5 lots of Unic detergent booster, 5 lots of Unipure biocide to kill bacteria and stagnant water, 5 lots of Unicoag, which is a waste treatment for treating your waste fluid at the end of life, and a 5-litre jerry can for your clean rinse. The way that you set this system up is that you would mix 1 bottle of the Unic detergent or 2 bottles of the detergent to get a stronger base cleaner with 20 litres of water. You would then also add the Unipure biocide. The purpose of this, it kills bacteria and stagnant water. Mix those with 20 litres of water, stir this around, and this sets up the cleaning solution ready to clean your spray guns. You would then place the filter basket on top with a filter bag inside. Position this underneath the machine on the right hand side with your drain and suction hose inside the bucket. You would use your jerry can for the rinse system. When you come to change the bucket and you need to dispose of your waste, you can use the Unicoag to treat the wastewater. Remove the filter basket, attach the mixing paddle to a drill, mix in a little bit of coag at a time, and this will then begin to separate the paint from the water. Once you've mixed the full tub in 20 litres, you can continue to stir for approximately 2 to 3 minutes. You will see the water and the paint separate. This pot here is a 45 gram pot of the UCF40 Unicoag. We simply use this to treat up to 25 litres of wastewater. Today we're going to treat this wastewater that is found in the mixing cup here, contaminated with water-based paint and water. So we remove the lid on the sample pot. The idea is to mix and add a little bit like when baking cakes. Once you've mixed enough chemical, you can start to see the paint being encapsulated by it and start to separate from the water. So once you can see the paint separate from the water, this is now ready for treatment through the filtration. You can then use the filter basket over a foul sewage system, such as a toilet, tip the wastewater through the filter basket. That water can be collected for reuse or disposed of as clean, and your waste paint will be collected in the filter bag left behind. So that is how to set up and operate the UGC5005A and UGC4005 Classic Spray Gun Cleaner. If you'd like any more information, please go to our website www.unic.co.uk. We look forward to hearing from you.